Today we are going to see an interesting poem. The title of the poem is The Secret of the Machines. It was written by Rudyard Kipling. The secret, something new you are going to listen today. It is from the machines. So, in this poem, who is going to be the speaker? Yes, all the missionaries are going to talk to all of you because we are the readers. Students, now let's see some interesting facts about machine. A machine is a thing that is created by people to make work easier. A machine is a device that does a physical task. Some machines make moving or lifting things easier. Other machines carry people from place to place. Yet other machines help in building or making things. So students, machines are more efficient compared with human beings. One machine can do the work of several people. Today, we are living in the age of machines. Machines are not only used in factories but at home also. So, without machines, we cannot even imagine our life because they can do many things for us. They are used to make life easy and comfortable. In this poem, besides speaking very highly of the modern technology and machines, the poet Rudyard Kipling highlights the superior power of humans. Students, now we are going to see about the poet Rudyard Kipling. Here we can see the picture of Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling was born on December 30th, 1865 in Mumbai, India. He was educated in England but returned to India in 1882. He was an English author who wrote short stories, poems and novels. Rudyard Kipling's works of fiction include, here fiction means novel, The Jungle Book in the year 1894, Kim in the year 1901, and many short stories including The Man Who Would Be King in the year 1888. In 1907, he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. He died in 1936. Students, now we are going to discuss the poem in detail. Let me read the poem first and start the explanation. Listen carefully, students. The Secret of the Machines. It was written by Rudyard Kipling. We were taken from the orbit and the mine. We were melted in the furnace and the pit. We were cast and wrought and hammered to design. We were cut and filed, untooled and gauged to fit. Some water, coal and oil is all we ask, and 1/1000th of an inch to give us play. And now, if you will set us to our task, we will serve you 24 hours a day. We can pull and haul and push and lift and drive. We can print and plow and weave and heat and light. We can run and race and swim and fly and dive. We can see and hear and count and read and write. But remember please, the law by which we live, we are not built to comprehend a lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. If you make a slip in handling us, you die. Though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes, it will vanish and the stars will shine again, because for all our power and weight and size, we are nothing more than children of your brain. It was written by Rudyard Kipling. Students, now let's see introduction part. The secret of the machines is about the great status of machines in the age of the industrial progress. The poem deals with the problem of modern technology and automation. Here, automation means the method of making a machine, a process, or a system work without being directly controlled by a person. In the beginning, the reader gets informed about how machines are produced and what kind of treatment they need. Afterwards, the machines explain how they can serve humanity. The poem ends with the statement that machines, although capable of great deeds, here deeds means actions, are still nothing more than creations of the human brain. Students, now let us discuss the poem in detail. The Secret of the Machines. It was written by Rudyard Kipling. We were taken from the orbit and the mine. We were melted in the furnace and the pit. We were cast and wrought and hammered to design. We were cut and filed and tooled and gauged to fit. Here, furnace means an enclosed structure in which material is heated to very high temperatures. Wrought means beaten out of shape by hammering. Gauge means an instrument that measures perfection in appearance and quality. So, in the first stanza, machines tell us how they are created from the metals that are taken from the orbit. First, we have to know what is meant by ore. An ore is a mineral which has a metal inside it. Here, we refers to machines. So, machines, they were taken from the orbit. Orbit means a stratum of ore or rock, and they were taken from the coal mines, and they were melted, they were heated, and they were molded in the pit. So, they were casted and wrought by using the hammer. So, by using hammer, the steel is being shaped into a machine. We cut, filed, tooled and gauged it. So, the machines were being cut and they were checked whether it is fit for working process or not. Then they come to the market for a sale. Some water, coal and oil is all we ask, and 1/1000th of an inch to give us play. And now, if you will set us to our task, we will serve you 4 and 20 hours a day. Here, 1/1000th means a fraction of 1,000. So, in this stanza, the machines ask only for some water, coal, and oil. It takes only a fraction of 1,000 to make them work. If we set them on task, they will serve us 24 hours a day. So, the machines need water, coal, and oil to run. Once the machines are fed with fuel, they will start functioning immediately. When they are given a task, they will perform it. The machines serve us for 24 hours a day, as they can never get tired. We can pull and haul and push and lift and drive. We can print and plow and weave and heat and light. We can run and race and swim. and fly and dive. We can see and hear and count and read and write. Here, haul means pull or drag with effort or force. So, in this stanza, the poet says that the machines can do all sorts of works that humans can do. They can pull, drag, push, lift, and drive. They can also print, plow, weave, heat, and light. Further, they can run, race, swim, fly, and dive. They can also see, hear, count, read, and write. So, all these tasks were done earlier by the humans. Now, these machines have made their work easier. But remember, please, the law by which we live, we are not built to comprehend a lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. If you make a slip in handling us, you die. Here, comprehend means grasp or understand. So, in this stanza, the machines say that we have to remember the law by which they live. Machines are not built to grasp a lie. They have no emotions or feelings. They don't pity anyone or forgive them. If we make a slight mistake in handling them, we could even die. Though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes, it will vanish and the stars will shine again, because for all our power and weight and size, we are nothing more than children of your brain. It was written by Rudyard Kipling. Here, vanish means disappear suddenly and completely. The machines say the smoke produced by us may hide the sky from people's eyes, but the smoke will vanish soon. Here, vanish means disappear suddenly or completely, and people can see the stars again. Though we have a lot of power and strength and size, we are only the children of your brain. So at last, machines accept to the fact that they are not superior to mankind. Finally, they humbly states that they are only the children of the human brain. So, the poet Rudyard Kipling tells us that no matter how many difficult tasks the machines and the robots do, they will always be created and controlled by humans. Students, next we are going to see the theme of the poem, The Secret of the Machines. So the theme is Importance of Machines in Our Life. Machines make many things easier and facilitate the work of the humans. Here, facilitate means make easy the work of the humans. However, wrong handling of machines can be dangerous. Machines cannot replace human beings. Students, now we are going to see a brief summary of the poem, The Secret of the Machines. The poem, The Secret of the Machines, deals with the problems of modern technology and automation. In the beginning, the poet informs about how the machines are produced and what kind of treatment they need. Afterwards, in the second and third stanzas, the machines explain how they can serve humanity. All the work what was done by the humans earlier is taken up by the machines at present. They pull, haul, push, lift, drive, print, plow, weave, heat, light, run, race, swim, fly, and dive. They can also see, hear, count, read, and write like human beings. Even though machines are useful, they can also lead to big disasters. If they aren't used in the right way, they have no emotions or feeling for anyone. In the last stanza, the dream of the perfect machinery suddenly seems to fade away. Machines aren't miraculous creations. Here, miraculous means amazing or extraordinary. So, machines aren't amazing or extraordinary creations. They are nothing more than the creations of the human brain. Students, now we are going to see the detailed summary of the poem, The Secret of the Machines. Now let's see introduction part. Rudyard Kipling, in his poem, The Secret of the Machines, attempts to show that machines are not greater than human. They are only the children of human brain. Next, let's see processes machines undergo. In this poem, machines speak about themselves to human beings. They tell us how they are created from the metals that are taken from the orbit. The ores of metals are taken from the orbit and mines. They are further melted in the furnace and hammered to design as machines. Next, let's see energy they need. The machines need water, coal, and oil to run. Once machines are fed with fuel, they start quickly. They are ready to serve us 24 hours a day. Next, let's see tasks they perform. Like human beings, they can pull, haul, push, lift, drive, print, plow, weave, heat, light, run, race, swim, fly, dive, see, hear, count, read, and write. Next, let's see feelings they lack. They ask us to remember that they are operated according to the laws of physics. Though they are active, they cannot understand the sympathy, joy, and sorrow of men and women. They reveal a harsh truth that they neither love nor forgive and cannot comprehend a lie. Here, comprehend means understand a lie. So, machines cannot understand a lie. Machines have no feelings like us. If they are handled in a careless manner, the results can be fatal. So, they must be operated with utmost caution. Next, let's see truth they agree. Here, they refers to machines. Machines accept to the fact that they are not superior to mankind. Finally, they humbly states that they are only the children of the human brain. Now let's see the conclusion part. Machines cannot replace humans, though they are powerful and efficient. They lack feelings like love, pity, and forgiveness. Appreciation. Students, when we learn poem, we should know the poetic devices or figures of speech employed in the poem. Authors often use figures of speech in both literature and poetry to enhance their writings. Here, authors refers to writers, poets, essayists, poetess, etc. Figures of speech present ordinary things in new or unusual ways. They communicate ideas that go beyond the words' usual literal meanings. Here, literal means accurate or correct meanings. First, let's see the definition of figures of speech. A figure of speech is a literary device in which language is used in an unusual or figured way in order to produce a stylistic effect. Now, let's see what is a figure of speech. A word or phrase used in a non-literal sense so that the speech or writing becomes more persuasive, vivid, and relatable. Here, persuasive means believable, vivid means bright, relatable means related or important. So, what is a figure of speech? A word or phrase used in a non-literal sense so that the speech or writing becomes more believable, bright, and relatable, which means related or important. Now we are going to see rhyme scheme. So what is mean by rhyme scheme? Rhyme scheme is a poet's deliberate pattern. So here deliberate means planned. So rhyme scheme is a poet's planned pattern of lines that rhyme with other lines in a poem or a stanza. The rhyme scheme or pattern can be identified by giving end words that rhyme. In other words, a rhyme scheme is the pattern of sounds that repeats at the end of a line or stanza. So students, what is mean by rhyme scheme? A rhyme scheme is the pattern of sounds that repeats at the end of a line or stanza. Students, now let's read this stanza. But remember please, the law by which we live, we are not built to comprehend a lie. We can neither love nor pity nor forgive. If you make a slip in handling us, you die. It has a clear rhyming words such as live, forgive, lie, die with AB. So the rhyming scheme is AB. The rhyme is also clear with the same sound. Example, pit, fit, ask, task, play, day. Next, let's see about imagery. So what is mean by imagery? Imagery means the descriptions create a picture in the reader's mind. In other words, words create pictures in your mind. So imagery means words create pictures in your mind. So look at this line. We can see and hear and count and read and write. The example explains to us the many tasks that could be completed by the machine. Next, let's see personification. Personification is a figure of speech in which an idea or thing is given human attributes and or feelings are spoken of as if it were human. In simple words, personification gives human qualities to non-human things. Students, look at this line. We can pull and haul and push and lift and drive. So here, pull, haul, push, lift and drive. These are all human qualities. So this line comes under what? Yes, this line comes under personification. Students, next we are going to see hyperbole. So what is mean by hyperbole? Hyperbole means a figure of speech using exaggeration. In other words, a type of over and exaggerated comparison. Look at the example line. We are greater than the peoples and the kings. Next, we are going to see assonance. So what is mean by assonance? Assonance means repetition of two or more vowel sounds. Look at the example. All we ask. Here, all refers to a sound and ask refers to a sound. So, repetition of two or more vowel sounds denotes what? Yes, it denotes assonance. Next, we are going to see simile. So, what is mean by simile? A simile is a figure of speech that directly compares two things. In other words, compare things alike. Then it highlights. Here it refers to simile. So, simile highlights the similarities between two things using comparison words such as like, so, or than. Now look at the example sentence. Greater than the people of the kings. So here the two things which are compared. So next let's see connotation. First you have to know what is mean by connotation. Connotation means suggest beyond what it expresses. Now look at the example sentence. Though our smoke may hide the heavens from your eyes. So here in this line expresses or suggests beyond what it expresses. Alliteration. First, we have to know what is mean by alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of initial consonant sounds of neighboring words. In other words, alliteration is the repetition of beginning consonant sounds. So what is mean by alliteration? Alliteration means repetition of two or more consonant sounds. Now look at the example sentence. We can print and plow and weave and heat and light. Here, print and plow refers to what sound? Yes, purse sound. So, print and plow, these are alliterated words. Students, it's a memory poem for you. I hope you all have understood clearly. So, memorize it. Don't simply boycott students. Write and see once. Thank you, students. We will meet in the next class.